Good evening and welcome to today's Tantric living practice. So people are often asking about what is something that I can do, whether I'm with a partner or not, something that really gets me into my juices and into the sensual flow. Because many people are experiencing that in the day-to-day life with the work and with the kids and with the to-do list and with the computer and all of that stuff, that our sensuality and our sexuality gets very much lost, and then when we try to access it in sex, it's like trying to jump over a river that is too wide, and it just doesn't work. So I want to share with you today one of my favorites, and this is something that we call the ocean breathing. And the ocean breathing is, as you can hear, it's a breath practice, and it's a really beautiful one to get you into that sensuality. And the reason why it's called ocean breathing, or we have at least named it so, is that it feels very much like allowing the waves of an ocean to flow through your body. So the way it goes is that you sit either cross-legged or with your knees bent backwards. I will just show you in a moment. So it's like you're sitting on your knees a little bit wide, and you have a cushion or a pillow in between your legs, so you're coming up a little bit. That's the easiest way to sit. And then the way you breathe is you breathe through an open mouth, because when we relax the jaw, we also relax our genitals and our sex center and our lower belly, so our breath can reach deeper down. So open breath, open mouth, breathing in and out through an open mouth. And then, as you can see that I'm already doing, as I breathe in, I give more space to the front of the body, to the heart, the belly, the whole front on the in-breath. And on the out-breath, I curve my spine and I give more space for the back. And if you know about the Taoist practice, the microcosmic orbit, then you can also imagine that the breath is flowing down the front of the body as you breathe in, and up the spine as you breathe out. So it becomes a circle, and you're moving forward and back inside this circle. So this is the feeling of being like a wave in the ocean, like this. That's sort of the movement of your body. Or depending on how you built, maybe you don't, if you're a man, maybe you want to experience your feminine flow, maybe you want to have more kind of like a powerful experience, then you can go more just straight forward and back, but you just find your own way. And you can also, if you like, you can also squeeze your pelvic floor muscles on the out breath to help move the energy up the spine. But one important caveat here, try to not make it too forceful, not to like tense up, but really to if you squeeze your pelvic floor muscles, to also make it an enjoyable experience as you do that. So I will show you just what it looks like from the side, because that's the easiest to show. Just a moment. Okay, so you can see I have my knees bent like this. I'm sitting on a couple of cushions. The best thing to have is actually a meditation cushion. They're usually more firm and a bit high. So the way it goes is that I breathe in and I give more space for the front of the body, and I breathe out and give more space for the back. You see that? A little bit like a wave. And for me it feels like it's just rolling through in this kind of way. And at the same time I'm breathing. And it's important to not get too technical about this, but simply to actually do it and get into the flow and into the enjoyment of it. And if you just do this, for a few minutes each day, then I can guarantee you that you will start to feel more in connection and in contact with your sensuality. So let me share a few variations on this. So one way to do it is to have some music and to close your eyes and to to breathe in this way just for yourself. Another way is to do it together with a partner, and then I recommend first doing it with closed eyes for some time until you get into it, and then you can open your eyes and gaze into each other's eyes. And if you must choose one, then just gaze into the left eye of your partner, and this way you can also build that energy together. This is really beautiful, and you might even notice that as you do it, the speed naturally usually increases a bit, so you can play with it. Maybe you just do it for a couple of minutes. You can also do it for longer. You can breathe up through the chakras, many different variations of this, but this is a really beautiful one, and we usually do this also in workshops, and then it becomes really powerful because you have the group energy together, which is really nice, and it can be very, very, how can I say, the air becomes very charged with electricity, so it becomes an even more opening experience. And another way of doing this is to do it with yourself in front of a mirror. And this is a nice one because, well, for you it might be very enjoyable to do something like this with yourself in front of a mirror. It can also be quite arousing to see yourself in that state. It might also bring up some sadness or something else, and then this is a great way to breathe through it. But like I said, the easiest way to do it, put on some music, a few minutes each day, a few minutes each morning or each evening, or perhaps after you've been working, to get from your head into your body and into the flow of yes in your body. And of course, goes without saying, you can totally bring this into lovemaking, whether it's in the yab-yam position when you're really sitting facing each other, or a woman riding on top breathing in this way, or you can be creative. Maybe you can find some other variations, and in that case leave a comment below. So thank you so much for tuning in, thank you so much for watching. If you try this, if you enjoyed it, or if you didn't, whatever your experience is, share in a comment below. I'd love to hear your experience of this ocean breathing practice. And if you have any other tips to share, feel very welcome to do so. And apart from that, thank you once again. Have a beautiful rest of your day, evening, night, and speak soon. Bye bye.